The CIA, for example, was not always like the CIA you're watching now. When President Harry Truman founded the agency right after the Second World War, he envisioned it as a kind of daily newspaper with a readership of one, the president. And the idea was really simple. The CIA would collect intelligence from a variety of sources, and then they would collate that intelligence and give it to the president. He would use it to make wise and informed foreign policy decisions. Today, the agency and other intel agencies like it aren't simply policy-making arms of government. At times, they clearly want to be the government itself. They want to run everything, and they do for moments. Imagine trying to run the country when you can't even speak confidentially with your counterparts in other countries. How does that help America? It doesn't help America. You may hate Trump. You should still be against that. But that kind of thing has been happening ever since. Well, that's an administrative coup d'etat. I mean, it's not overstatement to say that's what it is. A lot is at stake here. If these people whose names you don't know, who were never elected to anything, succeed in taking over the government and running things in real life, we're done. Our democracy won't recover. The president, not just this president, but future presidents, will be merely figureheads. They'll be beholden to a Praetorian guard of intelligence officials in Washington.
What you just heard was Tucker Carlson responding to the impeachment inquiry on the President of the United States. And in that report, he specifically issues a dire warning against the CIA, something that I've actually said in my report yesterday. But he made it very clear that the CIA is not who they used to be, that the power they have today is not the power that they're supposed to have. And now they are attempting to take over every part of our government. They are usurping their authority and power. And right now they have their eyes dead set on the President of the United States because the President is onto their schemes and the President is attempting to drain the swamp. And part of that swamp includes many people within the CIA organization. But you know what? Here's the thing. We're in a political war. People on both sides of the fence are taking bold action, and it's really causing chaos all across the globe. Right now, we even have that battle within Fox News. On one side, we have your Laura Ingrams, your Tucker Carlsons, and your Sean Hannitys. They're good people on Fox News. But on the other hand, we have literal subliminal messages being either pushed or somehow being allowed on Fox News. What am I talking about? Well, Laura Connor, who is a viewer, when she was watching Fox News the other day and hit the pause button, mistakenly somehow, the word impeachment came up on her screen. Take a look at this video.
Want me to do it?
Yeah.
At the highest levels. Remember,
Every time we pause it, it puts this picture of impeach on there.
when did he know
Hitting
it?
play.
In
Now it's
December
back to
2015,
Giuliani talking.
New York Times excoriated.
Pause. That's not even what's on the TV. It's been doing that all night.
That's creepy, if you ask me. Imagine being Laura and pausing your TV and seeing that impeachment image be frozen on your TV when you hit the pause button numerous times. Every time it came up. Now, some people have suggested that this was through the cable company. That isn't the case, at least as far as I know, because it definitely has the Fox News stamp at the bottom when you hit the pause button. Cable companies wouldn't have that Fox logo on there. And she also has the ability to pause live TV. You can do that with a DVR, which I personally have in my home because I like to pause it through the commercials. But nonetheless, it also could be some kind of hack on the station, or maybe somebody got into the system, or maybe somebody's ticked off and kind of threw it out there. Nobody really knows. But bottom line, however it got there, whether it was planted on purpose or planted by a hacker, nobody really knows. Or maybe it's a sham of some sort. But either way, there is a political battle taking place within many aspects. We see it in the mainstream media. This is why they've gotten rid of many political analysts. And then that's also why people like Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson have had their advertisers removed, because there is this political war going on as much as we don't even want to see it. But it's not just happening in media areas. It's happening all over. In fact, do you know it? Let me just give you some of the recent examples. Netflix is now making a movie bolstering the idea of liberals killing and murdering patriots. Take a look at this article on naturalnews.com by Mike Adams, and it's titled, new Netflix movie fantasizes about time-traveling liberals carrying out the pre-crime murder of patriots to prevent an America uprising against globalism. I mean, really? Time-traveling liberals come back to kill and murder patriots to save and ignite the New World Order? I mean, really? Nowhere in history has a New World Order been good. But this isn't the only movie. They also published, I believe it was a TV series they were talking about publishing called The Hunt. And in this particular series, they bolstered the idea, or actually, there was one political side, your Democrat, leftist bigots, actually went after, killed actual Trump supporters. They murdered Trump supporters. That was the idea of the whole show. They took that off air, though. Let's just not worry about that one. But there is a political battle. And if you go against the mainframe, if you go against what they want, well, then you're labeled a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic white supremacist. It doesn't matter if you're not white. If you're just Trump supporter, you fall in that category. And they proved it even further when the ADL said that if you publish an anti-fascist logo. I'm saying if you have the Antifa logo, right? And you say no to Antifa, we don't want Antifa, that you can't publish that because if you do publish that, you're a white supremacist. I'm not joking. Take a look at this screenshot from the ADL. It clearly says that if anyone publishes an against Antifa image, then they are promoting hate. There's a political problem in this country, obviously. And we should have a free speech and the ability to do that. But when you go ahead and say it's against the rules to speak against a leftist radical group, I mean, they have a right to speak against me. I have a right to speak against whatever. And I'm not far on the right. I'm center of right. I'm a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I've got some conservative views. I'm a mix of things. But why do we have to be shut down for what we believe? People like Tucker Carlson are standing up for the good of America and telling you there's a coup going on against the president. They're telling you things like, hey, the CIA isn't who they say they are. And then they're getting their people, their advertisers taking away. It's time to wake up. Today is the day to contact your senators. And again, stand up for your freedoms of speech, because if not, they're going to be gone. Get out there and vote in this 2020 election. Tell your senators not to impeach. Not to impeach. This is a democratic political game, and there are no high crimes or misdemeanors that the president has done. None. This is a game and a charade. And the ultimate victim here isn't President Trump. It's you, the American people. You. It's control over you, over everything. They already know a ton about you. And that's what I want to bring to your attention. They're making freedom of speech illegal. They're making movies against a political side. That's not okay. Anyhow, please don't forget to check out my partner at preparewithlisa.com right now. They have some amazing food specials. And again, I prepare myself because you never know what tomorrow holds. And if some kind of uprising rises in the future, and I pray highly against that, but if it does, you need to make sure you have stuff on hand to take care of you and your family, because I can guarantee you it can get crazy in the future at some point, be it through a natural disaster. You just never know what tomorrow holds. So check it out at preparewithlisa.com. They've got 45% off plus an additional 100 off the 4-week food supply. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.